The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show. Yeah!
Hi, and welcome to this week's podcast. Today I'm going to be joined by Bob Slaughter of Pinch a Penny. We're going to discuss the Pinch a Penny brick and mortar retail pool stores. When I first started in the pool business in 1988, I started working out of a pool store, working for a service technician that worked out of this particular pool store in my local area. So I'm familiar with working in a retail pool store, and there is definitely a place for the retail pool store. I think it's a great place to find good advice and to get a product right when you need it. So we're going to discuss the Pinch a Penny retail locations and the services that they provide. And today's podcast is brought to you by InyoPools.com. Inyo Pools has been helping pool owners find the right pool parts since 2001. With over 50,000 pool parts in stock, order online today and have your parts delivered right to your door. So let's jump right in with the interview that I did with Bob Slaughter and learn some more about Pinch a Penny pool stores. So I'm joined today by Bob Slaughter. He's the Chief Development Officer with Pinch a Penny. How are you doing today, Bob?
Great, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so can you tell the listeners a little bit about Pinch a Penny?
Well, Pinch a Penny is America's largest specialty retail franchise offering pool and spa supplies. Our stores have everything the do-it-yourself pool owner needs with a full line of quality chemicals, parts, equipment, and pools, toys, and floats as well. It's really one-stop shopping for the customer. This is our 42nd year. We company was founded back in 1975 by Fred Thomas. His son John grew up in the business and then returned to the company after college and has been at the helm as our president and CEO for over the past 25 years. Our first store location actually opened right here in Clearwater, and we now have a 50-acre campus to serve and support our franchisees. We've grown to almost 240 stores now through the Southeast and Louisiana and Texas. And, David, our goal is simple. It's to be the number one pool and spa supply store in every market where we operate.
That's good. That's a great goal. And can you highlight some of the benefits of shopping at a local brick and mortar store versus buying all your products online?
Sure. First and foremost, it's like shopping with your neighbor or a friend. As a customer in our franchise locations, you get to know the owners and their associates by name, unlike a corporate environment where there's often a lot of turnover. And Pinch a Penny owners strive to deliver best-in-class customer service to every shopper they deal with. And since they live locally, they're familiar with the community and their customers' needs. Our brand prides itself on really the family-owned culture, providing customers with all the necessary resources from either the DIY customer to someone that may need pool maintenance. And it's that local flavor really that allows Pinch a Penny to carry on its tradition of quality, reliability, and expertise.
And can you highlight some of the services you provide? You mentioned that you provide pool service.
Yes. On top of taking care of all of the do-it-yourself customers' needs that may come and shop our stores, this vast majority of our stores, about 90%, also offer pool service, maintenance, and repairs in the markets where we exist. At Pinch a Penny, we also install the equipment and parts that we sell, and in every store there are bench repairs where someone can bring something in to have it looked at or repaired. And those services obviously vary by location. We currently have stores in Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, and of course throughout Florida. But you check our website and you can find out more about what each individual store might offer.
Okay, and if let's say you're a pool professional, or maybe you're someone who thinking about starting a business, and you mentioned that you're a franchise company. So how does that work if someone is interested in starting a store or getting into the industry through Pinch a Penny?
Well, interested candidates for us should just start by visiting our website at www.pinchapennypoolfranchise.com. I'll repeat that. It's www.pinchapennypoolfranchise.com. And there they can learn more about the benefits of becoming a Pinch a Penny franchise owner. Speaking about the benefits, first and foremost, we haven't closed a single store in decades, well over 25 years. Our average unit volume now is almost $1.2 million and growing. It's really a fun, friendly concept with reduced retail hours compared to the normal retail world. We offer a very comprehensive 30-day training program to teach them all the facets of our business. And we also package and distribute many of the proprietary products sold in our stores. And these are quality products that our customers come to rely on, yet they can't be found anywhere but Pinch A Penny. And we have now a 50-acre campus here at headquarters with over 100,000 square foot production facility and a couple 100,000 foot distribution facility, and it's designed to support our Pinch A Penny locations.
So you mentioned that Pinch A Penny it has individual owners of their stores. So is that one of the things that sets you apart from the corporate pool stores?
Yeah, I mean, I go back to our mission that I mentioned earlier, to be the best pool store in every market where we operate, and we know that the key to that is having the store locally owned and operated. And when you've got an owner that it's almost biblical in a sense, that passion to take care of their customer, and then they instill that in their associates, the shoppers that come in our stores get an experience that they typically don't find elsewhere in the pool industry.
Let's say I'm a pool owner. I just got a house, and I never had a pool before, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I would just walk into your store, and you'd be able to guide me in everything I would need.
Absolutely. You could either pick up the phone and call us, or you could stop by the store, and the staff and the owners there will provide you with. We've got a simple pool care guide that gives you all the basics of pool care, and if you wanted, we would be glad to stop by and take a look at your pool, do what we call a poolside evaluation, and give you some tips and pointers on how to care for it. And then on an ongoing basis, we're going to provide you with a water test bottle. You can, next time you're in, bring a sample of your water, and we'll put that on the lab and do a full 7-point water analysis, and basically, like your doctor would, provide you with a prescription for exactly what you need to add and when you should add it, David.
So you mentioned that you're expanding your stores out to Texas, Louisiana. So eventually Pinch A Penny stores are going to be in every state?
No, it's really a southeastern Sun Belt type of concept, and the reason I say that is you need good, strong pool density, and you need warm weather. Those two things really are conducive to running a very successful pool store. I mean, you can imagine a pool store, any pool store in Chicago is going to have a pretty steep bell curve and a lot of downtime during the winter.
Mm-hmm. So basically the states, I guess I should rephrase that, basically the states that are pool owner centric are going to, you're planning on expanding to those areas.
Absolutely. Like I said before, Florida was our home. That's where it all started. There's over 200 stores here, but then you have the Carolinas, you have Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas obviously is an incredibly large pool market.
So where can a listener go to find more about Pinch A Penny, or to find a local retailer in their area?
Well, it's easy if you're looking for Pinch A Penny. You simply visit our website at www.pinchapenny.com, and each store has its own webpage there, and you can actually go into the locations tab and find your store simply by putting in your zip code. And if there's a particular service that you need, again, you can simply list what service it is that you might need, put your zip code in, and you will be referred to a local store. If, as I mentioned earlier, if they're looking for franchise info, then the best place to go for that and get started is our development website, and that is www.pinchapennypoolfranchise.com.
Well, that's very informative, Bob. Thanks for the information. I think that helps listeners get more familiar with Pinch A Penny stores, what they offer, and just the all-around benefit of shopping at the Pinch A Penny brick-and-mortar retail store.
Well, again, thanks for having me today. It's truly a great concept, and we're looking for great owners that might own and operate our stores throughout the Southeast.
Okay, thanks for your time.
All right, you take care.
So like Bob highlighted in the interview here, there's a lot of good reasons to go shop at your local brick-and-mortar pool store. I think one of the main reasons is to keep the local pool store in business, You're supporting your community, you're supporting local business, your neighbors that may work in the store. And I think, for one-on-one, face-to-face, hands-on knowledge, going into a local pool store where the staff is trained, professionally trained, is just a great way to get the advice and knowledge you need right there on the spot for your problem. Of course, there are a lot of online resources, but nothing like bringing in your pump or motor, or bringing in a cleaner that's not working and have someone looking at it right there on the spot. And Pinch A Penny also offers pool service. They also offer repair service in your local area. I think that's also a great indicator of the knowledge of the staff, that they can actually come out of the store and go to your pool and fix any kind of problems you may have right on the spot there. So I really support local brick and mortar pool stores, and I'm a big proponent of manufacturers really focusing on making products specifically for pool stores so that they can compete with the online stores that can drop ship an item for a lot less price in a lot of cases. But I think the benefit of the pool store is that you can get the product right there on the spot. You can walk in there and walk out with the product that you need. You can also get hands-on, one-on-one advice there. And if you have any problems with a product, you can actually bring it back into the store. And a lot of stores will offer free repairs on automatic cleaners. You just pay for the parts. They'll also help you troubleshoot anything. A lot of them have salt cell testing machines in the store to see if you actually need a new cell, if it still has life in it or not. So there are ways that a brick and mortar pool store can actually save you money, and you won't have to replace something that you may not need to replace if you bring it into the pool store and have them check it out. Versus online, if you just order a replacement part, you don't know if you actually really needed that. And there's a lot of cases where you'll think your motor is burned out, and you'll take it into the pool store and it's just a starter capacitor, and instead of paying $300 or $400 for a new motor, you just pay a low price for a new capacitor to be installed. And again, I think that the local pool store is a great resource if you're a do-it-yourself pool owner. And Pinch A Penny, if you live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, or Texas, you can definitely look for a location nearby you. And I think they're a great resource and a great pool store that's, you're going to find a knowledgeable staff. They're a franchise, so the people that own the store have been in the business for a long time. And you're going to find a lot of help by going to a Pinch A Penny store. And I think the retail pool store, the media and the internet wants you to think that they're on their way out, but I think the retail pool store industry is actually growing. They're expanding and building more stores because there's definitely a need for the one-on-one interaction with the pool store employee and the homeowner. You can't get the same level of help by going into a Walmart or Home Depot when you buy your pool supplies. The staff doesn't know much about pools there, and I think by going to a pool store, as long as you don't do any impulse buying, you can really get what you need and get out of there and save money in the long run, because you're getting the knowledge also when you buy a product in the pool store. And I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast that I also started out working from a local pool store. I actually worked at 2 local pool stores when I first got into business when I was 16. So I have a lot of respect for the owners of these local pool stores trying to keep their doors open, competing with the internet. And so I think that by supporting the local business, you're supporting, small business owners, and again, you're supporting those in your neighborhood and your community, and you're just really keeping a resource that, dates back to the beginning of pools, viable and alive in this internet-based market. So definitely continue shopping at your local brick and mortar pool store, and you definitely order parts online too. I think there's a place for online ordering, and there's a place for walking into the brick and mortar pool store. And on my website, I have a lot of resources for the do-it-yourself homeowner, also for the pool service technician. I have an ebook available on my website for a low price of $9.99. And this ebook contains a lot of information you're going to need to do your own pool. It includes a lot of articles and video links on pool chemistry, pool products. Just about everything you're going to need to know about maintaining your pool is found in this ebook, along with about 500 video links to all the videos I have on YouTube. So definitely check out this resource. And if you're a pool service professional and you're looking for one-on-one help, you can also join me on Patreon. And at 2 different levels, for $10 a month, you can text me for one-on-one real-time answers. Or for $20 a month, you can actually call me. And you can also text me as well at the $20 level. And when you join me on Patreon, you get a free copy of my ebook. You also get a discount on your liability insurance through SPPA or SPA. And I'll also add you to my group me text. This is a text thread with about 45 pool service guys and gals. And you can post questions through this text app and get answers to any problems you may be having. And also just post useful information through this group me app. So I want to thank you for listening to this week's podcast. Have a great rest of your week, and God bless.
The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show.